Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the vintage paper girl. Welcome to my studio. Well, I'm very happy to have each and every one of you here with me today. Welcome to my brand new subscribers, as well as those of you who come along and watch all of my videos. Well, today we're going to have a little play with this new kit by a Jewel Design. This is Touch of Romance, Regency 1800's Ode to Jane Austen. And so last time you saw this, I did a reveal. There is a full reveal of every single page and all of the lovely ephemera and fussy cuts and everything that I'm going to be using in this new little journal I'm making. So go and look at that if you want to know what I'm working with, because I have already cut the kit all up, so I can't show you the pages. All I have left are the pages I'm actually going to put into the journal at some point. So if you want to know what else is there, go look at that. And that premiered on Saturday morning, last Saturday. So this should be Monday. So, okay, so today we're going to make a brand new journal. This is an altered file folder journal. And I'm going to be making something fun with this kit. So I can't wait to share with you what I've already done. I'm going to move these off to the side. We will be using these today. I'm going to take the lace off the table. And now we're going to get down to business and go to work. All righty. Well, I hope you're all well and happy and safe. What are you guys making? What are you up to? What's new? So I'll tell you what's new with me. I have been working on this for a couple of days. I decided not to do this part. I usually do the base in a video, but I decided, because I always do that, you never see my finished work. So I decided to go down to the finished work instead. Now, what I started with was a file folder, a standard everyday file folder, which, you know, I didn't think to bring any pieces to play with. So give me a second. I'm just going to grab some stuff that I have on my desk. I mean, in my storage here. And I just started with a coffee dyed file folder that I stitched down the side. And then I got another file folder and started, this is for another project, but started, you know, cutting and folding and bending and manipulating. And I came up with this design. So we started with a file folder. So if you want to make one of these, this is what your base will be. You'll need this one plus another one. All right. So you'll need at least two, maybe three. I recommend you go to your dollar store, your Dollar General, Target, someplace where they have inexpensive file folders, or even old ones will work. These have been coffee dyed. I did them myself, and inked. So the first thing I did is I made some flaps and some flips. And so we'll start with page 1. I created with one of her digital pages this lovely little set of French doors that you open, and begins the journey of Jane and her lovely stories. And this is the characters from the books at a party, having a dance. And I'm going to be decorating this whole front up, because this is the front of our, technically our journal. This will be getting decorated, and the inside will be getting decorated as well. But because it's on the front and taking abuse, it's not getting done right now. So right now, I'm going to not do this page. This will be the last thing I do, as usual. So as you open up to the first page, as you can see, I used a file folder here. We flip it open, and I have taken one of the digitals, and I've created a pocket here. These three pieces were a set in her kit, and I have glued it on. I've left a space here for a pocket and a space here for a pocket, and we have a lovely tag. Now I need to finish decorating this with lace and all the goodies that go with it. So, you know, this went in and out just fine. Of course, I'm on video, so it doesn't want to go in and out. I'll just stick that in there, because I don't know what it is about sticking something in there. I don't know why that doesn't want to go in there. It fits perfectly. It just wants you to look silly, that's all. All right, so I've decorated this, and I've made some fun things. Now, what I did make is she had a lot of little circles in her kit. And I asked her to create these for me. This is the paper circle. And I've put some acrylic little gems on top. Now, I got these off of Amazon. They are, you get 200 pieces, bottle cap kit. And this is it if you want to get some of these to make some dangles with or to use as glue wands. So I hope you're getting that. And they're just these little acrylic goodies that you put on here. You have to be careful when you're doing it because once it's down, it's down. There's no picking it up. So I made myself a complete plate of these, of all her little images to use on my pages to decorate with and to use as dangles. So that's how I decorated this. I use a background page. And with that background page, I have created a nice big pocket here, here, and then we have a pocket here. All right. Then you go to the next page, and I took, this is one of her kit images that she had, her ephemera. I feel like now I should have just printed it. But I took, now this one here was the original one I showed you in the video. It was about 10 inches tall, which was too tall to work with. So she completely reconfigured it and made it smaller. So now you will get this size. This is the one you will get. That when you put it together, you have a pocket here, you have a little flip under here, I mean a little tuck under here if you want to tuck something in, and you have a pocket down here. So in her ephemera, you'll be able to make this exact piece, and then you just pick one of the tags from the kit and put it inside. Now what I decided to do with mine is because we have a lovely pocket here. This is a tag from the kit that I have created, put it on some cardboard. I added a bow and a word and lots of pearls and lace. So this piece is all decorated up. I won't do anything else. This is what's one's done here. I don't need to do anything to it. It's the only one that's completed. It does open up, and I'll show you in just a minute. And then I created two pockets because I folded it up and then I used the pocket from the kit because this was too long. And I grabbed pieces of ephemera from the kit and other pieces of ephemera from her other kit, her Victorian Blues kit. So I used some pieces from both and then just what's in my stash. And then I've created, you know, I used my punch to make this. Another one of those acrylic pieces. I added a little lace doily. We've added some pearls, the bow. I've added little applique here. A word from her Fashionable Words kit. And vintage lace and pearls. So then when you open it up, there was a pocket on the back because I folded this little pocket in half and put it on the back. I didn't want to cover it up. So I created a hinge with one of the pieces of leftover paper. And I made, and then I just put this back here. So I do need to decorate this up. I now have a pocket here, right here. And I've used some of the ephemera to decorate with. I will be adding lace and some other goodies. And then we'll have to make, we're going to be making quite a few from the kit and probably our own things to go in these pockets. So now the cool part about this is it folds over and then this whole piece folds down. And when it folds down, you have this lovely picture right here. And I think I told you in the video that I had started something else with another kit, and now I've covered that all up. And this piece is going to get some pockets, but I think it's going to, or a belly band possibly, will be made maybe with vellum, and then lace and pearls and, you know, all the pretties that can go on it. Then on this page, I've added two pockets made from coffee dyed paper. And how I did that was I took pieces of paper, folded it over, left a little lip, glued the two lips together, and created myself a lovely set of pages. This is also from her kit. And so when the way I put it on, I left this as a pocket. This is a pocket. I did add some cellophane to the front. It's packaging, you know, from a card. And it is with one of these. So I will be decorating this up and creating something to go in there. Also, and then what I've done with a lot of the pieces in the backgrounds of a lot of this, I did do quite a bit of stenciling. So I stenciled the pieces and inked them. So we've got these. Now, then we're going to have pockets. So we're going to need to make things for those pockets. And we're going to need to decorate these empty pages. That's as far as I got. I just couldn't get any more done. Then I took another page to cover up the flap that I used to make this fold over here. So I took this page, and this will definitely get a lace belly band of some kind. And then, so you put that back up, you close that, and we open, ta-da, again. And we have another pocket here, very deep pocket. I've covered this page up. I will be putting names and things up here. I'll be decorating that. This is a full page. These ladies are waiting to go to their ball at this castle. And I just glued this down. I didn't create this as a pocket because this is going to get some vellum pockets, I've decided. And then the back is covered with a page from the kit, and it is just a nice pocket page. It'll have a big journaling pocket. And when you go back to the front, you open it, this is where your journal will live, in here. And when you stitch your journal in here, you're going to have a pocket here and a pocket here. So these two pockets, once you stitch in, there'll be a pocket up here, and then I will decorate these side pages and add some pockets. So this will have the journal pages. Now the journal pages are what I used to decorate that with, but they are here. Now this video is mainly about showing this and talking about it, but there will be some, I will be doing some decorating and creating some, you know, things to go inside the pockets. So this is the kit, and I have printed on the back of them colors to match. So when I put it inside, and I've kind of created a couple of piles. What I did was, I'll show you. Okay, so that's my first. These are all the things that have printed images. So they're going to go in one pile. Then I took all the florals, and I've printed on the backs. I just did basic pinks and blues and things. These are the blues. These are all the florals. I'm kind of going over it again. And they're going to go as another pile in here because I'm going to be choosing pages for this kit today. Hopefully, if I have time. If not, we'll do it in another video. Then I have the line pages, and I have printed on the backs of those. So both sides can be written on. I wanted to make sure, again, this was another journal that had plenty of writing space, but is heavily decorated on the front. So all these pages are going to go in here. We'll probably put about 15 pages or more. It will be somewhat gator mouth. I probably will have to create a way. I know how I'm going to close this, and I don't want to share it yet, but I may have to find a way. I probably should have left this off so I could just put it down and then put ribbon or something to tie it with. But we're going to have to see how this page ends up before I decide what my closure will be. There's plenty of different ways to do closure, so I'm not worried about it. All right, so these are all the lined pages. So they're in a completely different pile from the florals. And then I just have some that have matching front and back I can add if I need them. But I have a feeling I already have way more than 15 pages here because this was 21 pages. So this part of the kit. And then some. So what's going to happen is, and I kept saying in my last video, 61. I don't know where I got that. It's a 41-page kit, not a 61-page kit. I totally apologize. I don't know where I got off on it, and I kept going on and saying 61. I'm sure my daughter was like turning over going, "What are you doing, Mom? There's not that many pages in there." So, sorry, forgive me. I was so excited about it. I was dreaming about it. It was, you know, a labor of love for both of us. And I don't know. I just got crazy. I don't know what my deal was, why I kept saying that. I was appalled when I did the watch back after it already posted. So I was like, oh no, honey, we got to fix this. So, you know, I don't know what happened. I just went crazy, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, these are the pages that are going to go inside. Of course, we will be adding, I think we're going to add to this maybe some music page. We'll probably be adding some doilies to the inside, but there isn't going to be, because there is so much going on out here and there's so many journaling cards and places to write, I probably won't add too many pages in here. I won't add a lot of stuff because it just isn't going to need a lot of decorating. I'll put some stuff here, but I can't see me doing too much to the actual pages. I could be wrong. You know me. Sometimes I get going and I'm not sure how much of this I will do on video either, because you guys, now my regular ladies and gentlemen who watch all the time and who comment, you all watched my videos. Thank you so much. But my numbers dropped like a rock on that last pink journal, and the grungy journal. And I mean, like, hardly anybody watched it. It was like the views were so low. It was like embarrassingly low. Probably the lowest I ever got. I know it wasn't one of my best videos, my very last one. I apologize for that as well. I really shouldn't have put it up. So I am sorry, mea culpa. Please forgive me. It was a disaster. So anyway, let's move on because this one isn't, and I'm very happy to be doing this. It's a beautiful, warm day here in California. It has been 81 degrees the last 2 days, but it's supposed to drop to the 60s. Fingers crossed, because it is February. 81 is too hot. It's summer. Posted it on my personal Facebook page. I showed a picture of my phone and what it was reading outside at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 81 in February. What? That doesn't happen. That's crazy. Once in a blue moon, but it's getting worse. So I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, my friends. Now, altered envelopes, there are tons and tons and tons of videos out there for altered envelopes. Altered file folders. Altered file folder journals. There are lots of videos how to put these together. And I didn't have any particular way I put it together. I just kept like adding. Like there is a flap, you know, on all of these, and I've covered them up. I made hinges for each page. It's just hinge a page, hinge a page, hinge a page. You just have to think about what you're doing and put a paper over it to cover the hinge if you don't want it to show, you know. Like this one, you kind of see the hinge, and it's just a piece of scrap paper from decorating. And then this one, I'm not sure how I did these, because I did these. Oh no, this is actual file folder. All I did was open, I can't teach this because I'm not doing a full video, but I don't do tutorials, as I've said. So all I did was cut this in half, and then it, you know, just hinged down because it was cut in half. So it was really easy to create, you know, a flip down pocket or a flip down page, because once you cut this in half, then it just opens, right? So it was just a matter of attaching it to the file folder. So this is the flip down, right? Just one right here. And then this one is just a single page of the file folder. So if you look at how it's put together, I basically just cut it. See? It's just cut down the middle to get this piece right here. And this is just another single piece right here. And I just hinged it using a 2-inch or 1.5-inch strip of paper. That's just that simple. Hinges we do them all the time. And this one's hinged, which this whole thing is now hinged to the file folder. And I just used a piece of paper, and I didn't like the way it looked, so I put a piece of lace over it. And I also thought it went well with what I was doing. There will be a lot more lace in this. That's what we're going to be doing today. So, alrighty, let's get busy. Now, someone said that they thought I should have everything on my desk that I need to work with. That is absolutely impossible. I do have a lot around me. I have my room set up so I can just stand up and quickly grab something. I don't have to hunt for an hour for anything, or even more than a few seconds. It is literally impossible to have everything on your desk unless you're doing just one little piece and you know everything that's going to go on it. Then of course you can have it on your desk. But I create as I go, as you know, and there's just absolutely no way I can do that. And there's no way I want to do that. I have worked very hard at organizing this room, so I have everything where I want it, and I can usually find it. But you know, no one's perfect, and we have days where we're just not thinking and we don't know where we put something, because I did just reorganize. But I tried to reorganize in a way that I really and truly have the majority of the things I use right around me. And believe me, I've worked very hard to do that. And my space has gotten smaller and smaller because I am trying to put everything on my desk that I could possibly want or use. In fact, right now it's sort of feeling a little claustrophobic, but that's okay, you know, for the time being. All right, so it's just not possible for me, ladies, to have every little thing set up unless I am just doing one little thing. And those days that I have had everything laid out on my desk, as you saw, and we went to work on that. But when we're doing something like this, and this is create as you go, there's no physical way for me to do that. So I apologize if that's not your thing and you want to see everything perfect and ready to go. I'm the wrong channel. So now, I am going to grab my laces because I do need them for this. I want to decorate this. And I'm thinking, back in that era, the laces, I don't know how delicate they were, but garments that I've seen show some pretty good, you know, some of the laces crocheted. It's all handmade back then, of course. So I want to put something down here, and I am thinking maybe a complimentary piece of lace like that one there might be what I want to do. And the question is, do I just want it on that part or do I want it all the way across? I think I will just maybe do it there so it's not overwhelming. I will get some sharp little scissors, which are right dead in front of me in a mug. Okay, let's cut that. Oh, it's already getting warm in here. I tried to get these videos done early today. Yesterday, oh my gosh, it was like close to 90 in this room. We had to turn on the air conditioner in February. Talk about, crazy. I don't mind. I like warm weather. I just not ready for it in February. I want to have my winter. I'm a person who loves sweaters. Oh my gosh, I love my sweaters and my comfy blankies and, you know, cuddling with my kitty cats. And, we have not had enough of that. We've only had a few cold days, and yeah, they're hard on me, but I feel like everyone else. I want to have my winter. I mean, I don't need to have a blizzard or snow, but snow is not something we see where I live ever. I think maybe in my lifetime I have seen it snow in California, not in the mountains, but just, you know, in the city, where it got below 1,000 feet, because I'm at sea level pretty much, maybe 3 times in my life. I think in 1976, and when I was a little girl, I was probably 4 or 5, in the 60s it snowed, and I think maybe one other time. I don't even know when that other time was. I can't even remember, but I know there was one more time at least. And that's it for my whole lifetime. So if I want snow, I have to go to Lake Tahoe, which is about 3.5, 4 hours away from here. So it's quite a ways to have to go if you want snow. Oh, where's my pearls? They are missing from my desk. Oh no, you guys, my pearls are missing. Where did I put those? Okay, now that's, oh, no, here it is. There's just so few left. There we go. I am running out of my pearls. I am going to have to make a trip. I've avoided the craft stores. Haven't gone to Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. But I'm going to have to soon. I'm getting down on my supplies, and I cannot craft without certain things, and this happens to be one of those things. So, all right. Okay. What you guys up to? Anybody making anything fun? I know somebody's working on another bridal journal. Wow, those are amazing. I can't believe that, you know. Oh no, I used this so much yesterday. It should not be plugged up. But then again, when you use your glue a lot. Goodness gracious, that was crunchy in there. Guess I had just bits of dried glue. Okay, that's not a good sign when you do that and nothing comes out. You know what I'm worried about doing, don't you? Must have an air bubble or something in there. I don't know. That was weird. There we are. My goodness. You can just pretty much plan on this glue making a complete nutcase out of you because it always clogs up. Pardon me. Early morning for me because I'm trying to get this done. Now I want to have some kind of top. The question is, do I want to punch something or do I want to just like put on a piece of lace, or what do I want to do there? So I have to grab my punches as we go and I see what we need. Would I rather just have like a little piece of lace at the top? Again, this is process, remember. I do have, I mean, I could just put a little piece of lace at the top if I want. No, I'm not really liking that. I don't know. Let me just put a little, this is a ribbon punch, or some people call this a ribbon punch. Some people call it a lanyard punch. I've seen it listed both ways in Amazon, so it's possible. I have been using on this, I've been using the Tattered Rose Oxide to edge just about everything. So if you want to know what I'm using, that's what I'm using. This piece happens to be, for some weird reason, I don't know what I was thinking when I did it, but I put Vintage Photo, and I don't know. I'm not liking the brown with this kit. I tried to add it a couple places and I really didn't like it. So I went back over everything. I must have missed this piece with, you know, some of this Tattered Rose. And I don't have a inker for this, and I've used it on everything I'm going to have to order today. When I get done with this video, I'm going to have to order myself some. Because, I mean, I have used so much ink off this pad. I'm surprised it has anything left. I might have to add a little water to it because I'm probably just really, I need to reactivate it just a bit. It seems like it's getting dried out or used up. I don't know which. Okay, so what we could do is, let me pull my scrap cabin. Hold on. Try to keep the runway clear today so I can work better. All right. What color do we want? I probably should have checked my big lace supply before I got going. Well, I really like that. That might be okay. That's a darker one. It just depends on how dark do I want to go. Like, I mean, I know this color's down here. It's definitely, this is not a baby pink situation here. Nope, not that color either. Okay, so what I might do, I could also use that one. I think I'm gonna stick with the first, but I will put those on the top of the basket so I know which colors I'm gonna be working with. Now I know there's no pink on this, so it seems like it should be cream, and guess what? I don't have any. I have not pulled any out. So you know what? I think I will wait on that until I have some time. Now, because this is a tight fit, I don't think I'm going to decorate up this tag other than to add a bow or something at the top. Let me think here. I'm thinking. I don't know if I want anything super grungy, because this is not a grungy. No, I don't. I'm going to have to pull out some of my I have jars and jars of the scrap cabin in by color. I have one that's all pinks, reds, and burgundies. I have one that's all the blues and greens, and then I have one with all the creams and browns and tans. And let me just tie the bow, see if I like it. If I don't, I'll pull it off and we can use it on something else. I just have to find my end. I don't think I've used this one before. Well, there's more than one way to do this. Haha, there it is. I think I want to kind of do a bow, I think. So let me go to about here. I don't know if that's long enough. And then I know there's another end over here, right? I'm just going to I really enjoyed working on this. I was just happy as a little clam working on this in my studio the last 2 days, I have to tell you. So I'm just going to kind of play with today like I do when I'm just by myself, except for chatting with you guys. So you're really coming in and playing with me today. Because I think I do the best when I'm just relaxed and having a good time. So let's see if this will work. All we can do is try, right? Trial and error. I'm definitely not a how-to channel. I'm a let's create channel. Let's create with me. Let's hang out. Let's see what I do. Let's see what we can make. Let's see how much fun we can have. You know, I mean, I do some how-tos, but not. I'm not sure about the pink, so we'll see. We will leave that on there. If I don't like it, I'll pull it off, and I will add a different color. I'm not liking how flimsy this tag is, even though this is a light, sort of a light, what do you want to call it? A light cardstock presentation paper. I feel like it's, oh, someone's using a blower. I don't know what it is, why they got to do that on a Sunday morning. It's like, do your yard work during the week. Oh, I guess they can't. They probably work. I'm going to have to close my window because I can hear it. It's distracting me, even if you guys aren't hearing it. Okay, so I think this page, is pretty much done. I'm happy with the decorations. I think we might go to this page. She needs something. Now, the question is, do we want to put like some lace down this side? Now, I did pull from my collection a couple of blue laces because I thought they might go well. This is a really good blue lace. It's sort of a gray blue, which is this. It's like, well, where would we want to put it? Would we put it up the side, maybe? Ooh, that's really pretty. Thinking that might be pretty on there. If we put it on both sides. So it's kind of like she's looking out the lace curtains, waiting for her beau to pick her up for the dance or the party or a ride in the carriage. Yeah, you know, I like that on both sides. I think we're going to do that. I think we are going to do that. Okay, let me close the window. I love the fresh air, but I don't love the noise. There we go. That's better. You guys probably aren't hearing it, but I am, and it's making me nuts. I'm very sensitive to sound. I always have been. I don't know what's the deal with that. When I was about, how old was I? I want to say junior high or a freshman in high school, I got the red measles, which is very rare. At the time, they weren't giving us shots for that. And I ran a really, really like 106 fever, or 104, 106, something really high. I don't know. I was delirious. I don't remember. But unfortunately, it damaged my hearing. And when I came out of it, I had lost all of my low frequency hearing was gone. I couldn't hear low sounds. And it messed with my vision. It just did a number on me. And so I've always been really sensitive since then. And sound just drives me nuts if it's too loud or too, because all I have is high pitch frequency in one ear. Now I still have it both in the other ear, but one ear, my right ear, is missing the low pitch. So that means I hear like high pitched dogs are like 20 times louder if they have a really high yip. And the same with like those blowers, they have a certain decimal that just is like, eh. So that's why I always say, oh, I gotta close the window or the door or whatever. Oh, isn't that pretty? I like that. I think that will be pretty there. if I just do the edge, it kind of creates a little mini tuck that we could stick something in. But I was thinking about possibly, before I do that, I want to, let me see if I can find, I have like a piece of vellum that I was thinking I could use as a pocket. It's a bit tall, but not necessarily, because if you want to put, excuse me, hiccups, oh great. Say you want to put a little tag in here. I guess that would be, I still feel like it's tall. I want it about as big as this one, but this one I'm saving for another page. So let's cut this down a little bit. Set this off to the side. Oh, ouch. Hold on. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, let's get our cutter out. Let's see, how wide was that piece I did like? That's a good way to do it, right? Let's measure this. This was 2.5, so 2.5 it'll be. And you know, I never get rid of the little bits because you can do things with little bits of vellum. I'll just put it back in its little vellum scrap pouch here. I try to keep all the bits and pieces together so I can use them in my projects. And this I want to keep for something else. This one, oh, does that look crooked or what? What in the world? Did I just cut it that crooked? That's what I get for being just kind of casual about it. There we go. You got to hang on to this vellum. It is slippery little stuff. Slippery like an eel. All right. Haven't had breakfast yet because I want to get to work. We're going to have brunch. It's technically Sunday for me. So my hubby and I are going to have a nice brunch. And we love to do brunch on Sunday. We get very creative with our meal on Sunday. We normally don't eat, I don't eat breakfast usually, so we don't always eat breakfast together. We eat a lot of our other meals together, but not breakfast. So Sunday's sort of a special day for us because it's the one time I will sit down and have breakfast with him. We do try to have lunch and dinner together if we can, depending upon what projects we're working on. If I'm making videos or he's, you know, working on a project outside or, you know, whatever. But I'm just going to ink this little bit here. I don't want to ink down the sides because it's going to be covered up by the lace, and I don't really want it to stand out. So I'm going to kind of put that center. Let's get out our, I refilled, oh my gosh, I have gone through almost a full entire bottle of Fabrifix or Fabri-Tac, whatever you want to call it, because I have both. Depends where you buy it, depends on the name, but it's still made by the same company. I've gone through an entire full bottle with all these projects I've been doing lately, all these journals and things. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much of it I've gone through. I just refilled it. I keep it full because it's just so much easier. I don't like it to get down because then I'm just struggling. If I keep it full and just keep filling it, keep filling it, keep filling it, then it's not as difficult, right, to use. So I learned that lesson recently. I'm going to kind of line it up with this little dark line down here, trying to center it quite a bit. I'm going to move it over just a little bit to kind of go with her. Now we've created a nice little short pocket that we can drop little things into, right? And then we're going to go up the sides. Now let's see, where did I want it that? I want it on the inside of that dark line or right on the edge? Right on the edge. Okay, so I'm going to kind of cover up that dark line. I'm trying to figure out where I got to go. I'm not talking because I'm holding my breath, which I shouldn't do. Okay, now. All right, let me get tools. Okay. Try not to get my head in here. It probably has been in here today. I'm looking okay today. Hopefully I was still in frame. Let me get my dry one here. I don't use paper towel because every time I've ever used a paper towel, it has shredded on me. Or a Kleenex or anything like that. I just use a dried out wet one. Okay, so I want to make sure this is down, but it's not in the fold, right? So we're going to do the same thing over here. I've gone back to my knitting needle cap for the top of this because the caps for the Sugar Bell bottles, I felt like let the air in too much. And I was getting a ball of rubber. It literally was drying like a ball of rubber. And I couldn't get anything out, and I would have to dig out that big ball and throw it away, which is a waste of this glue. It's not cheap. It's not free. I mean, it's not super expensive, but it's not free. So, and our craft supplies are precious. Now you'll notice I just used a very small stream of glue because I want to be able to use this as a tuck spot. You should have seen me when I was working on this yesterday. I was covered in glue. Every time I came out of the room, my husband said, "Up, washing off the glue." I said, "Yep." I only came out for meals yesterday on the day before because I was really trying to get yesterday. Well, whatever day it was, I worked on this. Worked on it for a couple days. All right, so that would give us pocket there and pocket there. Now that is not going to be a very tight pocket, so you really wouldn't be able to put too much in there. Kind of trying to make sure it's, yeah, see, I missed a mist right there. I don't have any glue there. This is one of those silicone brushes. Yeah, okay. Looks like it's tied there. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. I love that. Definitely looks like she's standing there waiting at the window to go out with her love on a carriage ride. Not liking that. So what do I want to do to finish that? Well, I have some other lace here. Let's see if any of that would look good. They're all blue, blue-gray. I think that finishes that off really nicely. I don't know. Let me see. I've had some of these laces a while that I haven't used, and I thought, because I don't do a lot of blue, as you know, yet it's my favorite color. What a dingbat, right? Oh, I love that. Okay. I like this, but I love that better. Let me put this back on my little cards. I bought these little cards on Etsy one day, and oh my gosh, they're great. They work so well for my laces. I don't usually keep them on that, but I'm starting to kind of convert over. I bought quite a few from the lady. Now this does have a definite front and back. There we go. I got it. I'm going to go right to the very edge, which will give us a better closure. I'm going to be pretty precise on this just because it's got to fit one into the other. Okay, I think I got it. Now, I had planned to put a word right here, so I'm wondering if I want to do that before or something. Now, Jolene does have, she gave us the names of the ladies. They're kind of big. I would have to cut that down and put it there if I want to put her name on there. I'm thinking. She also gave us definitions. We have ballroom, regency, romance, gilded. I could put ballroom down there if I cut it down. Let's see. I don't want those. I want my big scissors. See quicker. I'm going to have to cut off the pretty blue, which I absolutely love, but it's too big. Yep, it's too big. It won't fit. I do believe in cutting things down. If there's room to cut, I will cut, as you know. Well, you guys, I see time is flying away. I'm actually not going to be doing a lot of decorating today. I wanted to show you the project. In my next video, you will see a lot more decorating. We'll decorate more of this. And then I'll probably not show you anymore until it's completed. Because like I said, the views go just hugely down. I almost put that on the wrong side. Wow, that would have been bad. Concentrating. Holding my breath again. Naughty, naughty, naughty. I know. But I really wanted that on there nice and neat. So we have ballroom on the bottom. It's hard to read. I know it's tiny, but it's there. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I'm usually not trying to be this perfect, but for this particular piece, I'm being a little fussier than usual. Alrighty. Ooh, isn't she pretty? Oh my gosh, I love it. So you could stick something here or something on either side of the lace. So you have a couple of places to tuck things in. Oh, isn't that a pretty one? Alrighty. So we have decorated this, this, and this. And let me check my time, guys, see how much time I have. So that'll help me. Oh, 50. I still got 10 minutes. All right. I might be able to get to work on something else. Maybe this piece over here. Oh, this one needs a lace belly band. Very similar to what I did here. Doggone. I don't know if I have any of my belly band lace that I like to use here. I'm going to double check, but I don't think I do. Well, I don't know if I want a blue or I want like a cream or what I want. I do have a box of blue lace I meant to bring down, but I will do that next. I was thinking just kind of like a little, I hate to cover up the buggy, but I really am going to have to just if I want to do a belly band here. And then maybe we could put some strips of things there. Okay, this is definitely a belly band lace, so, and it looks good with this. It brings in that sort of, I mean, I could do white. I don't know what I think about white. I don't know if I have a white belly band lace. Let me look in my little box here. Or even just something white I could put up to it to see if I like the white. You know, if I want to go hunting in my bigger boxes up on my shelves while I'm off camera to see what I think. Well, just to get a feel. There's a lot of white in this, so I'm wondering if I would rather have white. I could do either one. You know what I could do? When in doubt, do both. There we go. I actually like those two together. I just pulled that out as a experiment. Let's see, what do I have over here? Oh. As I pull everything out. This is very awkward to work with, by the way. So make sure if you're doing this, you give yourself some room. I'm not sure this would work on a TV tray, but it might. Maybe if you put a board on top of your TV tray to give yourself some extra space, you know, that might work. I'm going to look to see if maybe this is a wider lace, if we would like that. That's very pretty. I don't know if any of these are long enough. I don't think I have any more of this lace. I just got this in a grab bag I bought from, I want to say Triple V Vintage or one of those shops. I bought some scrap lace. Yeah, this is all, to check my laces to see if I have a longer piece. Yeah, these are all just scraps. It was the end of, I bought a scrap bag just for the fun of it so I could have little bits and pieces. Because there's no way I can have every lace in the world. It's impossible. So if you see scrap bags or grab bags, boy, grab them because they really will stretch your supply a lot. I'm checking another baggie I have here, and I don't have any more of that. That's the longest piece I have right now. And I'm wondering if I can make it work. Might be able to. Or this one. I also have this in a wider lace. So I think we're going to do that for the belly band. And then maybe put something pretty in the middle of that. I don't think I had a pin on this. I don't think so. I think what I'll do is just put one in there. Oh, that's a really long pin. I don't want that pin. Yikes. That will end up in my finger. All right, so let's move that aside. I kind of liked this one. I don't know why I keep going back to it. I think because it let in a lot more of the other. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go for. All right, you guys. Well, I wish I had more time with you today, but it took a while to go over this project and kind of what it looked like and what we were going to do with it. So, you know, that sort of took up a bit of time for us today. But I feel like we're getting a good start on this. You can see, I hope you're excited by this project and you're interested to see where it goes. And, you know, you'll come back and see what else I'm going to do with it. But you can see where we're starting to go. We're going to decorate all these pages up and make them really look really yummy and lush. And then we will go to the inside to decorate our actual journal. But there's not going to be a lot of journal decoration. Everything's going to be pretty much, you know, out here. This is pretty much where we're going to do our work is out here on this, and then on the inside, you know, we'll do something. So we're down to working here and here. I think I may work from my inside out, put the belly band here. Although, you know, I'm wondering if that would make it, if I do that belly band right now, if it's going to make it difficult for me to work on these pages. It might. What I think I will do is, we kind of have an idea of what we're going to do there. I'll cut the laces, put them aside in a little envelope, and then I'll know that they're going to go on here. And then we'll work on, the next time I see you, we'll work on this page, this page, this page, this page, and this. Hopefully we can, because I'm not showing you the whole thing over again, get that done, which will move us to, let's see, where does that take us if we get that done? Move us to the back, which is just a few, probably just a few vellum pages. I'm thinking some vellum pockets here, maybe 2. Put stuff in, kind of tuck it under the lace, because I purposely left the lace not down tight so I could slip a vellum pocket under it. Then we'll glue it down good and tight. I won't do anything on the edges here or anything until it's because the journal is going to sew in right here. Till this is done, then we'll close this up. And it may be that this ends up getting covered up anyway. But for now, there's something there. We may not, that whole back could change. That's a nice thing. We can cover up something if we're not happy with it, you know. I'm wondering if I would like a short polka dot page. Possibly, but I actually have another idea. I think I may print myself some floral vellum pages to use to make pockets there. That way we get some pretty, but we're not covering that up. I have an idea. Something just occurred to me while I was sitting there playing around. So I want to thank you all for coming along to my studio today and hanging out with me and watching me work on this brand new altered file folder journal for A Touch of Romance. If you haven't got this kit already, go get it. Come on, hang out with me and make one. This is where you'll find it. Go get your kit and we can work on this altered journal together. You saw how easy it was to make it. You know, get your base done and work on it while I'm working on this with me, or grab another craft and craft along with me while we're doing this. So I will see you all very soon. I love you guys. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.